Welcome to the Vizrt External Commands, Action Script, and External Data tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn a couple of things, one of them being how to learn to read and write the Vizrt command language. And we're going to break this down for you so that you can actually understand how to read it when you need to read it. So we'll also cover why you use the Vizrt language, and we'll discover things like plugins and parameters that we can use with it, action scripting, and even some external control and sending external data to some of our scenes. And you'll also learn how to access the design parts and send data to the designs using commands, control channel, and DataPool. So let's dive in. First of all, what is the Vizrt language? Whenever we are in Vizrt Artist and we click on this little button up here, which is labeled the Show Commands window, you see that it will bring up the Show Commands window. And within our Show Commands window is basically the Vizrt language. Now we can come in here and access it or pick out parts that we need. The point being is that this little window is always running in the background of Vizrt Artist. And whenever we do something in Vizrt Artist, so for instance, if we click anywhere within the screen, it's going to issue a command, and you can see all those commands that came through within Vizrt Artist. So why would we want to use or know any of this? Well, we can use this language to find certain parameters for the plugins that we want to use, such as a control parameter. So for instance, we have this control parameter plugin over here within our scene, and if I come over to my parameter part within this plugin, you can see that we have a transformation scaling Y. Now this is part of the Vizrt language, and we may have needed to know that for this particular plugin to work. So how would we know that? And we would know that by using the Show Commands window, by clicking on it and finding the particular show command that we need within it. Other plugins that we may need it for include the data plugins. So if we come down here and navigate to our data plugins, sometimes if we are using some of these, we may need to know some of the language within Vizrt so that the DataPool plugins will work. Furthermore, we can also use our Vizrt language to write action script, and we'll go through an example of exactly what that is. We can also use the Vizrt language for external control. So we can write a program that connects to Vizrt Engine to send commands to, and we can also send external data. Knowing the Vizrt language will help you send external data to scenes to display your information graphics if need be. So to get started, what we're going to do first is tell you how to read it. So we're going to do a couple examples, and you're actually going to learn how to read this Vizrt language.